Hi there, welcome to a culinary journey, and today's culinary journey is to the Mediterranean for brunch. All right, so strap in and let's fly over there. We're gonna have a great brunch. I got Bellinis, I got frittata, and I have French toast with bananas Foster, and this great fruit salad that you're gonna love. How do you make fruit salad better? I'll show you how. And with me along on our culinary journey are our two guests from Terra Nova Coffee, John and Cindy Brewster. How's it going, guys?
Very well.
Pretty good.
Excellent. So you have the coffee, I have everything else.
Yeah.
You
It worked for
think
me.
that's fair?
Yeah, it worked for me.
Okay, that's great. Well, if it works for them, it works for me. And guess what? Your culinary journey starts now. Hey everybody, and welcome back on our culinary journey. And we're doing a brunch through the Mediterranean. I'm here with John and Cindy Brewster, and we're going to have some amazing brunch. And we're going to start off with frittata and a Bellini. What's a Bellini, you might say? Well, it's peach nectar and champagne. It's the easiest drink in the world. If you're tired of those old mimosas with orange juice and the champagne, or in this case Prosecco, you're going to love this. And Cindy, your first job, you know what it is, right?
I do.
She's going to get us some champagne. And while she's getting us that too, we have some great coffee today too, right, John?
Yes, we do.
What's the name of the coffee we're drinking?
This is Red House. This is our very
Thank you.
first coffee we ever created, and it is a staple over at Brewbakers.
Oh, awesome.
It's the house coffee.
Awesome. So you're the brewers of Terra Nova Coffee, and brewer is the right terminology, right?
Well, roasters.
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 There you go. You don't brew. You brew it after it's been
Brew it after
roasted.
it's been roasted.
All right. Shows you all my culinary expertise, right? All right. And what we have here to go along with your coffee, this show is just so much fun. You know, this is what it's all about. We have Prosecco. Now, Prosecco is a sparkling wine from Italy. If you think champagne, everybody thinks sparkling wine, thinks champagne. Champagne actually has to come from the region of Champagne in France. And if it comes anywhere else, it's a sparkling wine. And Prosecco is a dry sparkling wine, and the Bellini was made famous at Harry's Bar in Venice. Anybody ever hear that story? No. Hemingway made the Bellini famous because he used to drink it at Harry's Bar. And the Bellini is all about having peach nectar with your champagne instead of orange juice. And not just peach juice or peach schnapps or anything, just straight peach nectar. It gives it a lot of great flavor. So that is for you.
Great
Thank
color.
you.
That is for you.
Oh, thank you, sir.
And that starts us on our Mediterranean brunch that can be done any day of the week with some great coffee and some great drinks. So we need to start off with what is traditionally known as the Italian quiche or Italian omelet, and it's the frittata. And frittatas are very easy. It's all about a nice pan that has a non-stick surface to it, and vegetables and eggs. So now what you guys are going to do for me, I'm putting you straight to work,
Okay.
is crack me up these eggs.
Okay.
The shells go right on there,
All right.
instead of just throwing them on the floor. And that's,
We can show our culinary skill now.
I appreciate that. And then what I'm going to do is cut up our ingredients that are going to go into the frittata. Now, frittata is basically, like I said, a quiche or an omelet. And one of the things about it is it starts with eggs, has a lot of cheese, and then whatever else you want it to have. It could have meat, it could have vegetables, it could have... You doing all right there?
Sure.
Okay. It could have meat, it could have vegetables, it could have just about anything you want in it. And it's really based on you and what your desire is, much like quiches are also. Did you guys try this, by the way?
Yeah, you put us to work.
Oh, I know. What's wrong with me? Anyway, let's do this first.
Cheers.
Cheers to our brunch
Cheers.
today. Oh, that's good. That's
Oh, yeah.
nice. Not too sweet,
Oh, yeah,
not
that's
overly
nice.
sweet.
That's nice. Yeah.
Does that work well?
Oh, yes.
We can stop here.
All right, done. Well, thank you all. That was our culinary journey for today. All right, so we're going to cut some zucchini up to go into our, how are we doing? They're all done?
All done.
All right.
There we
Let
go.
me get
Gonna
these
give you
out of your
those.
way. That's the coolest
That's
thing in the
nice.
world.
I was just
Yeah.
going to say, that's nice.
Yeah,
We
no,
need that.
When they designed this place, they designed it with me in mind because it would have been all on the floor if they didn't do it. The smaller the cut, the better. If you're cutting your vegetables just a little bit smaller, they're gonna cook quicker in the eggs, and then when it bakes off in the oven, they'll be perfectly done. So we're gonna add this to our egg mixture. Here's some zucchini. Let's leave that for later, because this is gonna make a pretty decent sized frittata for us. Now while I'm here and I'm cutting away and you're getting to watch this, one of the things a lot of people comment on is how to cut, how to actually do a cutting technique. And one of the things I try and show people is how to keep the knife right by your hand so you don't cut your hand off. It almost seems like it's
That's why she
working
doesn't
the other
let me
way
play
around.
with knives.
Well, I'll show you with the zucchini real quick. About what I mean about that is if you cut down right by where your hand is, it's actually going to work as a guide. So we'll cut a couple of these. Now frittata too uses starch in it like potatoes. So it gives it some body also. So it's a nice way to do it. So now watch, as I go down, I actually keep the knife right along my guide hand. See? And my fingers aren't sticking
and you
out.
have your fingers curled. Yeah.
Right, your fingers curl back.
Yeah.
And if I was crazy enough to do it on air, I could do it really quickly. I just don't want to go there right now. That would be the one time I slip up, and that's not going to work well.
Cindy doesn't let me play with knives anyway, so.
No, she doesn't. I'm sure there's a story behind that, but we'll keep it at
Too many stories.
Yeah.
Too many stories.
So you're allowed to burn things like coffee, but you're not allowed to touch
He has a special
knives.
room for that.
Oh, okay. So roasting coffee, that can't be that easy. I mean, it's definitely a hit or miss thing in the beginning, isn't it?
It is, and the first couple 100 pounds were not pleasant.
I'm surprised she didn't make you stop doing that and take over for
We're
you.
calling it his midlife crisis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's get some
Some
onion
people
in
buy
there.
sports cars. He bought a coffee roaster.
He bought a coffee roaster. He created work.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. Well, it worked out for all of us in the area, so there you
did,
go.
yes.
Yeah.
You've taken care of our mornings. How's about that? Now with the onion, we're just going to cut through, halfway, come on down, and then bingo.
Oh yeah, I could do that.
With a lot of practice.
Oh, come on, I've been practicing all morning. Just give me too many cups of coffee, it gets shakier after a while. And so we have a lot of vegetables in here, right? Almost thinking like, where's all the eggs? Where did all the eggs go?
Yeah.
Now before I put in the potato, we need to get some cheese in there. So just a couple little amounts of cheese, just a little bit of Parmigiano, just a little bit of Romano. And again, this is pretty much anything you want to put into this. This gets to be yummy. A little bit of Fontina.
Yeah, you're doing.
There you go. And then let's get those potatoes in there, and that'll be it. So what we're going to do is get this in the oven. And when we get this in the oven, we kind of let this work by itself. The next step on our brunch is going to be a little more complicated, and we're going to have to do that while people are around. So one of the things we want to try and do, if we're doing a brunch and we have a lot of people over, and we don't have a kitchen where we could show off that we're cooking, because it's not like everybody stands by here and people sit around and go, oh, we want to watch you cook all day. Although it does happen in my house, which is kind of scary.
Sure.
They're like, no, we're coming over to watch Luca cook. No, that's what the TV is for. Anyway, so we want to get this as something that can be done the day before also and then warmed up. So let's get those eggs. There almost looks like there's no eggs in there.
Yeah.
There we go. Just get a little bit of milk in there. So if you were making a quiche, it's very similar. We're talking the same thing. So I like to call frittatas the crustless quiches.
Crustless quiche. Nice.
And like I tell everybody, Italians invented everything. So we invented the quiche. We just did it. Or we made it easier. One or the
Improved
other.
upon it.
Yeah.
Invented espresso, so.
Yeah, exactly. Ta-da! All right, that's that. This is going to go in the oven. Put a little more grated cheese over the top. And it's going to puff up just enough to give us this beautiful look. Now, I put a ton of cheese in here, so I don't have a lot of salt and pepper in there. But if you like it even more salt and peppery. We'll just top it really quick like that. Let's get this in the oven, and let's worry about it at the end of the show. So we have Bellinis, we have Frittata. Oh, wait, we're going to get some bruschetta on. Let me get that bruschetta on real quick. And this is super easy, too. We're going to put a little oil on a grill pan. And we're going to salt and pepper our bread. Basically, we're taking some sourdough breads and grilling them up. And that's going to be, instead of our toast, instead of just going toast, we're going to get a little bit of bruschetta bread to go with our frittata. So let's grill that up. Let's do bananas Foster and French toast when we come back. And Bellinis Terranova coffee, which is Italian.
Which is Italian.
Latin, but
Yeah.
it's
close.
Today it's Italian. And we'll make it happen. So don't go away. We're going to finish this all up in a culinary minute. Hey everybody, welcome back to A Culinary Journey. I have vanilla bean and coffee and Bellinis and fruit, and we have frittata in the oven.
Yeah.
I think we're doing okay. Our brunch is getting together nicely. What we're going to make now is a French toast, but with a little kick to it, all right? We're going to use focaccia bread, first of all. I was told if I don't use challah bread, I'd be in trouble. But, you know, in this Mediterranean brunch, we're going to use just a little bit of this focaccia bread. It's nice and hearty. We're going to love this. And we're going to make these small French toast. Ooh. So we'll just get a couple
Finger
more.
French toast.
Huh?
Finger size.
Finger size, yeah, it's dippable. Dippable. And we're not going to use maple syrup because there are not many maple trees in Italy. So we're going to do a little bit of a variation on a theme. But we have a little bit of vanilla in there. We put a little bit of milk. That's what you're used to. Put a little bit of orange juice, secret ingredient in the French toast. And our other secret ingredient, some Grand Marnier. And just a little bit, because if you put too much, then nobody drives home. So don't put too much. All right. And then we're going to actually use some booze in our bananas Foster. Oh, boy. It's going to get good. I'm telling you, it's all about, I think it's all about the alcohol here.
It's a brunch.
There we go. It's a brunch. Right. That's what it should be. All right. So let's mix up our fresh vanilla bean and our orange juice and all the great flavors right there. And voila. We are going to put some butter for our bananas Foster part. Now the bananas Foster, traditionally that great dessert dish, right? Mm-hmm. So, but we're going to use it as a topping. So one day I'm making bananas Foster for my family, because that's what I do. I mean, we just had nothing to do, so we made bananas Foster. And that actually really happened, which is kind of scary. And I'm going, man, this is almost like maple syrup. Not quite as good, but it's almost like maple syrup. I said, how great would it be if I made it for breakfast one day? Well, guess what Dad has to make for breakfast every day now?
Yeah.
Bananas Foster over maple syrup. Over French toast. So we have our butter cooking, actually melting down, not cooking down, but melting down. And we have a little butter for our French toast right here also. So just like you would do it any other time, right? We have that Grand Marnier. We have nice flavors in there. That's good. Life is good right now. Just get that cooking up.
It smells wonderful.
That's how our dads cooked breakfast too, wasn't it?
Yeah, is that?
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Now the only thing this is missing, maybe a little bit of cinnamon, but there's so many other flavors in here. The orange juice just gives it a little natural sweetness. Mm-hmm. And then you got the vanilla and, of course, the Grand Marnier, which is going to, yeah. That's what it's all about, right? We don't need anything else. So we'll let that cook down, and we'll get this in there. All right. So we have our French toast cooking. And we're going to do our, could I grab a lemon, please?
Here we are.
Hopefully it's a real one. There we go.
Yeah.
That's right. Now what we do, we have these non-stick pans over here. So, but I want to get this brown sugar and make this caramel. And Bananas Foster is basically that. It's creating a caramel in a pan, and then we add some rum and banana liqueur and bananas. But so I don't scratch the bottom of the pan. What I'm doing is just using the lemon and adding a little citrus at the same time to the butter. So we're going to get that on lower heat. And the caramel is basically a fat and sugar. And that's what we're doing right here, is just creating a caramel. So we're adding the sugar to the butter, turning down the heat. And we got to make sure there's enough sugar to the butter or else it's going to break. So we'll just get that down nicely. Keep an eye on our French toast and find my tongs, which I tend to lose most shows. So There we go. Oh, let's let that get a little tighter. So this is how you do breakfast at your house, right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Really?
I do this for Cindy every morning, really.
Really?
Sure. And I'm the Queen of Sweden.
Really? Congratulations. I didn't even know they had queens in Sweden.
Now you know.
All right, so
Actually,
that
this
sugar
looks
and
like
that butter are
something we
going
could
to
do.
start coming together. You're going to actually start seeing the caramel kind of mix together slowly but surely. Now the thing about this, it's basically emulsification. We're going to let that cook just a little bit more. We want to get all that sugar and butter incorporated. And then we're going to add some more liquid to this, and it's going to come out really nice. Let some of the butter evaporate. Make sure we have enough for all of that. All right, leave that in there. Look, you could even just, it's got its own little stand. Let's check out our French toast. And earlier on in the episode, what we did was we got some bread grilling too. Remember that, guys?
Mm-hmm.
And it's right over here. This is our grilled bread, which is our toast. And so if you don't want French toast, you have regular toast for your frittata. You can't go wrong with anything. And then a lot of this too, again, can be done in advance. We could put this French toast in the oven, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to turn that down because we're going to finish that off in the oven. And we have the coffee with it. Now, you talked a little bit about that coffee before. Tell me a little bit more about Terra Nova Coffee, how you guys started and everything.
Well, we're an organic fair trade coffee company here in the Keene area. And we started because I really had a passion for coffee. Being in the Coast Guard and standing a lot of watches from midnight to 4 a.m.
So you drank a lot of coffee?
Drank a lot of coffee. And
A lot of it wasn't that great either,
oh,
was
it was not that great at all. No. Government coffee is really good, really.
Oh, great.
Really.
Aren't we a government station? No, wait a second. All right, so while you're going on there, I have to keep cooking. So what I did was add a little bit of rum and banana rum and Myers rum to this. I'm going to let that cook in. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to help just get some more liquid into our fat. And the emulsification is all about liquids and fats coming together and kind of creating a nice little sauce together. Now this is super hot. Caramels are super, super hot, so you got to be careful. Licking this lemon would not be a good idea. But then again, after a couple of Bellinis, anything can happen, right? So what we're going to add to this is our bananas. Oh boy, we're looking good now. And this will just take a second. And that's really it. That's our caramel. Well, we're not going to worry about the sign on it. There you go. And cutting up bananas is really easy because you just cut them in quarters before they're unpeeled, and you just throw them right in. All it takes is 30 seconds to do this. So our French toast is basically cooked. We're going to shut this off because that is basically cooked, and our bananas are cooked. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go away to a break. We're going to plate all this up, and I'm going to make a fruit salad with the anisette sugar. It's absolutely phenomenal because you need some nice fruit to go with this. This will settle down. All those great flavors will go around that. French toast, bread. We got frittata still in the oven. Bellinis, great Terra Nova coffee. I need a nap.
Yeah.
Brunch is almost over. Don't go away because we'll be right back. Hi, everybody. We're back. We're drinking Bellinis. Cheers again.
Cheers.
We're just having way too much fun, so we might not even cook anymore. Who knows? What the heck? Anyway, let me put that down, or else I won't cook anymore. All right, so we're pretty much there. Let's go over to our stovetop, and you're going to see everything we have. We have our French toast that we made right here with the Grand Marnier, right? And then we have, instead of maple syrup, we're going to do this bananas Foster topping over that. And check this out, our frittata. Isn't that gorgeous? Nice and airy, puffy. And we're going to have some bread to go with the frittata. Very simple. We're just going to top the bread with a good extra virgin olive oil because you don't need butter when you have all this butter right here. And the last thing we're going to make is nothing better than a really good fresh fruit salad. And when the fruit is in season, it's summertime, or even when it's not, what other way can you kick it up? So a little lemon juice is great, a little bit of honey, we're going to use that. We're going to make a star anise sugar, a little bit of anisette flavor. And Cindy, your job is, you know how to work one of these?
I do.
Oh, wait, it's a coffee grinder. Of course you do. Anyway, we actually bought a coffee grinder that we grind our herbs with. And we basically do our herbs with that coffee grinder. So that's the only thing that's in there. I thought you said you know how to do that. Go ahead. Go crazy.
Don't know how long you want it.
Oh, I want it to be a nice fine dust. Okay. So while she does it, is that working?
Yeah, let's see.
And if it's not, we'll figure it
I
out.
see. Lots more.
All right, so we're going to cut some fresh pineapple. How are we looking?
Take a look.
So we could always go to break if it's not working out, so don't worry about it. All right, so we got some nice fresh pineapple. We have strawberries. Beautiful
Yes,
strawberries.
we're the professionals.
Yes. Right. Okay,
Glad
I
it's
can't
happening
get
to
it
them.
open. It needs more.
It's the Bellinis. All right. It's got to be the Bellinis. That's what it is.
That's exactly
Some
what it is.
blueberry. Oh, look at this watermelon. Watermelon's really nice. I'm going to keep cutting. Okay?
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Nice way to go help her out there.
I know, I know.
All right. So we're good right there. We got enough of our. How are we looking over there?
I think it still needs a little more.
Oh, we're doing well. I just give it a little bounce, yeah? It's like making a good martini, you know?
I have to
Shake
shake
and
and
crushing.
grind at the same time.
No, that's good. We got a good amount there, a nice flavor in there.
Let's
Oh wow,
lift up.
it really didn't grind up as much as I wanted to. But what we'll do is we'll just take the grounds in there and then some of the whole pieces. And then we're going to mix it into our sugar. Now, one of the cool things is you could actually make a sugar like this and just leave the star anise in there. You don't even have to grind it. Just leave the star anise or vanilla pods and then strain it when you're serving it. Right?
Yeah.
So you're still going to get that flavor. Smell that. Actually, give it a smell.
Oh, that's
Smell that star anise in there? Yeah, it's just going to give some nice flavor. Or you could do it with vanilla pods. In this case, we'll just grab a little bit of that. Sweeten up everything. Like fresh fruit needs sweetening. But it's just going to be a nice little, we'll squeeze a little bit of lemon juice over there, kind of give it some citrus. And then a little more sweetness. A little bit of honey. All right, so we have all those flavors together. Let that sit just for a second and I'll mix it up. But give me your plates, guys. Let's put this stuff together.
All right.
Start with yours. We're going to give you a piece of banana.
Oh, yum.
Now, you can't have any breads.
Right.
So we'll do it without the bread, but we still have something here for you, so everything's wonderful. Let's cut a little piece of our torta or frittata. Let's bring the whole thing out. Let's put this back here for a second. Don't have a lot of room, do I? You think I had a lot of room
Got a
until
lot
I
of
decided to
food.
make a brunch.
That's right.
It was great. Now, if I do this right, it should come right out. Ooh.
Ooh.
There we go. Alrighty then. There we go. That's so much easier than the way I was doing it before. Look how nice and good that is. Isn't that beautiful?
Beautiful. Yeah.
That's for you.
Thank you.
Oh, you'll get some fruit in a second. This is for me. John has only coffee because that's all he brought.
That's pretty much.
Well, let's get you some bread right up along that. So guys, this has been fun. I hope you enjoyed your brunch.
Oh, thank you.
You know, or will enjoy
Yeah.
your brunch. You're like sitting there going, "Can we eat this now?" It's all about some great flavor. Look at that. Oh,
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. You'll never look at French toast the same way again. That's
No.
all I know. And then, here you go. Grab that.
Thank you.
I'll get you some fruit on a separate plate. Actually, going to eat it right out of this bowl. Put that star anise because you get some great flavors, some great fruit. Voila. So, what do you think, guys? Think we could do this on a
Fabulous.
Sunday?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, every Sunday.
Yeah, every Sunday.
We'll be over at your place.
All
no
right.
problem.
So, bananas Foster. What did I sorry? Bananas Foster, frittata, bruschetta, fresh fruits and anisette sugar, Bellinis, Terra Nova coffee. Whew. Everybody ready?
Yes.
You dig in, I'll dig
bet.
into this. And guess what? Until next time, I hope you enjoyed the experience. I know we did. And I'll see you on our next culinary journey. Buon appetito, guys.